Hello, everyone. My name is Sarah Hagigi, and I'm the Refugee Education Program Coordinator working with the Adult Basic Education for College and Career at Pima Community College in Tucson, Arizona. It is my honor, as the COABE Arizona State Advocate for Adult Education Fellow, to introduce our champion in House of Representatives, Congressman Raul Grijalva. Congressman Grijalva began his career in public service as a community organizer in Tucson. 4 decades later, he continues to be an advocate for those in need and a voice for constituents of his home community. Congressman Grijalva served on the Tucson Unified District Governing Board and on the Pima County Board of Supervisors, where he served for 15 years. During his time as a supervisor, he was instrumental in securing space and funding for 2 brand new adult education learning centers in Tucson. Congressman Grijalva resigned his seat on the Board of Supervisors in 2002 to seek office in Arizona's newly created 7th Congressional District. Throughout his career, the congressman has always fought for underrepresented voices. He's a champion for education and is keenly aware of the value of and need for adult basic education. He has fought for increases in federal funding to adult education programs every year. This funding will help the 51.4 million adults that are low skilled in literacy and the 75.1 million adults that are low skilled in numeracy. It is my honor and pleasure to introduce and acknowledge adult education champion, Congressman Raul Grijalva.
Well, thank you very much, and I want to thank the Coalition of Adult Education for the singular honor of nominating me for the Coalition's award. As we all know, as we come out of this struggle, a struggle at many levels, but driven by the COVID-19 pandemic and the Delta variant surge that we are all experiencing as we speak. Those two have led all of us to the realization that we have to make significant investments in the American people and in our country as a whole. Those investments involve many areas, and one area that is key to how we rebuild, how we recover, and how we sustain the future is adult education and the programs that it provides. The efforts at family literacy are necessary and important, but also the opportunity that adult basic education provides to the American people, to millions and millions of American people, is essential right now. And that involves economics, that involves job preparation, that involves skill development, that involves being able to move from one category of employment to another category of employment based on adult education and the skills derived there in job preparation for the future. The other area is literacy, quite generally. The ability to read and write and to communicate, that be extended to family units, and that literacy be a prime motivator for uplifting the American people and for uplifting their individual status in this country. And the other one is the high school equivalency, a necessary requirement going forward. ESL, the path toward citizenship, begins with learning the English language. And adult basic education is doing a formidable job in my community of providing that service. The pandemic has slowed us down, but the demand is going to be there upon adult education opening its doors and beginning to provide the service that is in great need right now. And that is why it is important that as we go through this reconciliation process, as we try to put together what the investment for the American people is going to be in the future, that adult basic education be strengthened and that it be expanded and that it provide consistency to adult learners in our community. To quench that need, that we must provide resources. And that is where states, localities, community colleges, and nonprofits can utilize the resources that the federal government needs to invest in its people, can utilize those resources and the ability to access those resources to begin to prepare people for an economy that'll be different, a social life that'll be different, and a demand for literacy and education that'll intensify. We cannot leave anybody behind. We cannot further marginalize people. Education is key. Education is power. Education is opportunity. And adult education has been providing that backbone to millions of Americans who otherwise would be left behind. The demand of people wanting these opportunities is increasing and will continue to increase. We must respond to that demand. So thank you very much. And the work going forward is with a commitment that adult education, lifetime learners, adult learners need to be part of the investment strategy for the future. If we are to rebuild, better. If we are to recover, correctly. And if we are to do it right, we need to invest in our people. And one of the areas that cannot be forgotten or left behind is adult education, what it provides, what it can provide, and what it needs to provide for the future of America. Thank you so much. I am honored, privileged, and thank you again.